We can do the Raptor.
Yeah.
But you ain't got no shoes on.
They're right there. I don't have shoes on the sofa.
Your feet.
Yeah. They don't. These are wool socks.
Well, we could do the Raptor and take it over to the location we shot the Raptor at when you first bought it. Where I shot Ketchup's car on the train tracks. Because it's just secluded, random, whatever. We can do walk-arounds, whatever. Yeah, it's a good location.
Yeah, because we can shoot B-roll there of everything we talk about it during our drive.
But we shot there, and then he posted it, and then it was just like everybody.
Let's do the Raptor?
Yeah.
Alright. Shoot it.
Cool.
Shoot it!
Shoot it.
Oops.
Clean the back seat out because it's a little messy.
How do you...
Once we get that cleaned out, me, Mark, Mackeever, and Brian are going to take Brian's Raptor out, do a little auto review.
Brian said, give me something. Surprise me. And I was like, what do you
want? He surprised me, but he knows exactly what you're going to get because it's exactly what he wants.
Well, he said surprise me, so I'm like, oh, okay.
Brian told Mackeever to surprise him, and Brian normally drinks yellow Red Bulls. We're going to get him a kid drink. Good, how are you?
He said something excites you.
You said surprise you, so...
Please tell me there's a Red Bull somewhere.
That's Lightning McQueen.
Is that not the Red Bull Ferrari?
Look at that. It's got more sayings. It's got more sayings. Keep
It's
reading.
got more sayings.
Yeah, what is
Good to grow.
What was it? Oh, Good to Grow. That was the one. That was the one.
It's like liquid Viagra.
We should review an Altima, and it has to be white.
Oh my God,
and
no.
We, just do
we gotta
100 miles
review an Altima, but we have to buy a junkyard Altima and just beat the shit out of it in an episode. Side chick episode. This looks so much cleaner than when we shot the Defender here.
It is. They cut the grass and like it's way cleaner.
Yeah, this whole loading section right here was completely overgrown.
This is such a cool spot.
You got 2 spares.
Yeah.
3 spares.
It's so dark.
Right, I've got 3 spares.
Oh my god. You have 3 spares?
I'm assuming they're actual spares. Yeah.
Really?
Well, they're 18s. I mean, I guess yes and no.
I mean, they'll get you out of here.
Yeah. But we've got the 1 spare that's underneath the trunk, too.
Nice.
I got a hell of a deal for them, so, like, I couldn't say no. The entire rack and the 2 tires for, what, 200 bucks?
250.
250, so, like, I couldn't say no to that.
Super badass in the bed. They look cool from inside, but if you're like outside, yeah.
It does have 112,000 miles, and I've driven it since it had, what was it, 75 that we bought it at?
74?
74 that we bought it at, and we took it to Vegas and back.
Yeah.
And it's been through damn near
Vegas and back, the little bit of snow we get in Charlotte.
We took it up to Pennsylvania.
We took it up to Pennsylvania. We took it through Ocala National Forest, and let me tell you, I thought it was just going to be just like a couple of back roads that were sandy, because, you know, I've heard of some stuff there, and I was like, oh, it's nothing this can't handle. Then we're driving, it's 1-lane sand roads, and next thing you know, it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and I think Mackeever has some video of that.
Is that where you got the...
Yep, that's where it has the tiger stripes on the side. Yep. Tiger stripes all through the sides, and I think Mackeever has a video of it. We'll show.
If you're worried about paint, then there's probably some trails you should avoid. But if you want to test, test the truck,
it's another car you should get instead if you want to avoid.
Yeah.
Like
Get a RAV4 if you want to worry
Seriously.
about paint.
No offense to RAV4s, because I mean, look at Langford RAV4 that one time when we yeah,
on
road and off road.
I didn't even think about that.
Like that thing was
We can
nasty.
plug in a clip from. I've got plenty of videos of
when
that
we
car.
And no, it's great. But one of the biggest reasons I bought this truck was Ford took this from their plant down to Baja, raced it 1,000, and then drove it all the way back. Generations 1, 2, 3, and the Bronco Raptor. So and the Ranger Raptor. So I think that's just pretty cool that a brand can be that
And it looks better than any other pickup truck on the road
Yep.
in a comparable setting.
I hate auto start stop.
Except
Is it?
for,
Aw.
where is it?
No,
Where's
GTA with the golf cart.
that?
Poser.
Oh, I should have took right
Still
instead.
at least he still recycles.
Here we go.
Lord.
Probably shouldn't hit
Oh, there's
that.
nobody behind us.
No.
We're good.
Yeah.
In the hood. I'll get in the hood.
Did y'all know they changed GoPro to a different name?
Yeah, we're the ones that
Yeah,
told
we
you.
talked about it
Oh,
a
we
couple
literally
weeks ago,
talked
I
about it
think.
last weekend.
I forget that.
Yeah.
So that's why we need to just do it like a weekly podcast, because then we'd be like, oh yeah, we
Yes.
talked about that.
Yes,
Right.
yes. Podcast
Scroll through
makes
episodes.
sense.
Did I talk about this with
Yeah.
my friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be
Or all the
Brian's,
comments
it'll be
will
Brian's
cut us out.
memory
Shit.
bank.
I still have my fucking.
Wow.
I still have my auxiliaries on.
Wow.
What an asshole.
Rude.
Wow.
You need to get over.
And we passed like 2-3 cops. They didn't care.
Charlotte's finest.
Tally ho! In front of the Mercedes. Oh.
I thought about it.
Damn it, I should have just panned a Mackeever.
Look at the nostrils. That's what you
She's a
know.
little red.
She feels some type of way.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes people don't know how to drive.
That's what Mackeever's end of year sound clip recap video will be. Shoot-de-doo. Brian? Brian?
Chinese fire drill.
Oh, Lord.
Mark, switch with Brian. Mackeever, switch with me.
Oh, I can't get out of my seat now.
I can't get out.
I was not ready.
Me neither.
Safety first. Oh, safety second. This is our dream home, by the way.
What? Take
Right
this?
there. Yep.
This is pretty.
Yep.
For this area of
Yeah, for
Charlotte.
this area, Charlotte. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the Raptor? As much as you've driven it, because you've driven it a little bit here and there. You've chased some
driven a lot of
Ferrari
Raptors
challenge
at this
drivers
point.
around the mountain.
It actually did really well.
It did.
It handles good. I definitely agree it's the best looking of the. I'm not a truck person, but super trucks.
Or
They're
a
definitely
Ford
the best.
person.
Yeah. Or a Ford
Or
person.
a Ford person.
He's
That
gonna
does
get
hurt me.
flagged on the comments on that one.
You've driven it off-road. You've driven it chasing Ferraris, leading Ferraris, like
Yes.
a little bit of this, a little
Slung
bit of
around
that.
in the back or in the truck bed of it while we were doing that.
Yep. Yep. We were back there, me and you.
Oh my god!
Are there
Yeah.
videos of that?
I don't know if I've got I have a photo of Mackeever's hair going like wild.
Yeah.
To
And
each his
then
own.
I love too that when we stopped, everybody was like, What's going on? Like, who's driving the truck?"
Not me.
Oh yeah. So who was driving the Raptor back there?
Says the challenge driver. Wait till we get to Baba. She's gonna start screaming and
Wait, what?
getting all red.
What'd you say?
You'll see.
I'm not talking to you.
About what?
Whoa.
There's the attitude. That came out quick.
That's gonna come out at a end of
Battle
year
line.
clip.
No,
Get a bunch
you're
of
being
Mackeever
mean.
snapping
I was
at us.
asking Mark what he said.
What did I say?
I don't know. That's what I asked.
I would say I've only driven this car. I haven't driven it as much as Mark has or Brian or Mackeever. I've driven it a few times here and there. Compared to driving like my cousin's Silverado, and I know this is a Raptor, and Chevy doesn't make like a comparable model.
I think
But
this takes us to.
the Silverado's just
16.
luggy.
Yeah.
The interior is nowhere near up to par. Like
I feel like with the added reservoirs that are up front, there's more cushioning compared to a lot of trucks that rely a lot on leaf springs, so it's very bouncy.
And I was gonna say, in the Tundra's defense or Raptor's defense, the Tundra that I have been around, it's the 1794 edition, so it actually has the like high-end interior versus their like standard, whatever standard
Yeah.
nose.
Yeah.
So it does have the nice
It is pretty.
leather, and you've ridden it, right?
Yeah, it's got a nice interior.
Yeah.
what's the deepest snow you guys have ever had this in? Or the Volvo? What's the deepest snow that you've traveled to? Because we don't get it around here,
Yeah.
obviously.
I'd say we really
Was it
haven't.
Mammoth Lakes?
Yeah,
Was
but
that the most
wasn't-
snow?
That was like 5 inches of snow. I mean, it's more than what we get here.
No,
but
not much actually. I think the most fun we've had in the snow with this thing was
When we got the-
22 when we
went
had it
out.
here in Charlotte. Yeah.
Yeah,
And we
that
had
was fun.
Volvos out.
Yeah,
and-
we had the S6. What was
Yeah.
it? Kevin's S60.
Yeah.
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 S60R or
Yeah.
S60?
S60R.
Yeah.
And we had the
That-
tent on this going
that-
sideways and all that.
I would have had the Audi out, but the tires were.
Oh, yeah.
Summer tires.
Bald.
Not winter tires.
Yeah, they were
Summertime.
at the
Slicks, racing slicks.
summer tires.
What were we talking about?
No.
Just where you've taken the truck.
Oh, yeah.
Snow and whatnot.
Mackeever, you're his GPS right now.
I'm in GPS. Well, we
Yeah.
can only take a ride.
But with how easy it is to just switch from 2-wheel to 4-wheel, and then you could just even go high or low, I really haven't gotten this thing stuck. I think the most I've gotten to the point where it's like, uh-oh, was in Moab where I went up, I forgot what rock that was called, and the hitch just scraped the whole ground and just like held me in place, and I'm like, Mackeever, I have to scoot up like 5 feet, and you're gonna have to just trust me and get under the truck and disconnect the tow hitch so I can come back off of this.
Yeah, that was
I think we have video of that, or at least pictures.
something.
A purple
It's a PT
cruiser
Convertible.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like this would be like
Can we call it
episode
a spider?
54.
Why do people not take care of their cars?
Is it supposed to be like that?
Nope.
No.
Oh.
What did I see yesterday that was like brand new we were in Greensboro. It
Oh
was
my
like,
god. No, that was yesterday at Urban District Market. It was at Atlas.
yeah, it was a Volkswagen Atlas, like no more than 4 years old. The top of it
It was
looked like it was just
disgusting.
like it
Oh,
got
people-
into a fire and like it was
It was-
healing. It
People
was
that
bad.
park it under trees and then never clean sap and stuff.
Why are
off of
people
it.
like that?
It was
They
so
don't care.
gross. It's so weird.
They don't take care of their stuff.
That's a nice Range Rover. My biggest pet peeve is when people close their trunks with their hands from the outside and then they just have millions of
Fingerprints.
yeah.
What's your past with Ford?
A lot of different Fords. Born and raised in a Ford family, so we've got Ford work trucks. My brothers have had 03 Mach 1s, 2003 Sonic Blue Lightnings, a 98 Cobra that was fully built. Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some old Fox bodies, some 4-banger Fox bodies.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of this and that. So I'm a little biased, but like I said, even my cousin's truck, my cousins had multiple generations of Silverados because they buy those for work trucks and whatnot. And throughout the years, like, yeah, this one's all right. I remember his old, I think it was like a 2007 Silverado 4-door. And you could mash that gas pedal and you would get delivery in like 3 business days.
Yeah.
Like it would just sit there for a second and then like, and then
3
he had a
business
newer
days.
one, but then like he had a Super Duty for a little bit as a work truck, and he had an F150. The Super Duty was diesel, so that's a little bit hard to compare.
Yeah.
But he had an F-150 that had a V8 in it for a little bit, and even the Eco, he had a 2-wheel-drive Eco Boost when those first came out, and that was the funnest little truck ever. Like,
yeah.
it just, you felt like you were driving, like, because I grew up with my brother having a Lightning, and then we got that, and it wasn't a Lightning, but for the newer trucks, and it's like, man, we haven't had something like that in a while. Those trucks were absolutely fun to drive, like,
Yeah.
yeah. So, I like it. I absolutely adore the looks of the Raptor. Me and you agree on a couple things on like the Gen 3, where it's like it looks great, but it's
Just soft.
it's soft,
Yeah.
it's soft, it's skinny, it's not
It's
as
not
brute
as
as this
aggressive,
was, or even the
yeah.
like the first gen.
First
I
gen's like-
absolutely adore the first gen because it comes with a 6.2.
Yeah.
Like that's just a monster of an engine, and if you like do the right things here and there, like that, it can be nice. It's not as nice as this because it's lightweight.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't think
better
the Gen
for
1's aged well either, though.
Yeah.
Outside, yes. The interior,
No.
definitely
No, the
not.
interiors are
Interiors,
horrible. It's because you got a regular F-150 with a colored steering wheel
Yeah.
and like a color stripe center console,
Yeah.
pretty much,
Yeah.
and maybe a dash piece right here. But and that was if you spent a lot of money for a plastic dash piece.
Well, I was telling Mackeever, it's just if you think about Gen 1, when the Raptor came out, it was at the very end of that generation. So when Gen 2 came out, they already had that new Raptor already going. So we got the new interior. And that's why the Gen 3 has the big screen and the better interior, because they were already thinking of Raptors. The first gen Raptor was a little at the end of its lifespan for that generation.
You want to go in the bushes before we go too?
I feel like a brand new man.
Remember Jason said you can just, lean back and pee like a cow or
That's
whatever.
it, baby.
All right, that's going on the Patreon. Oh, once we get to that street, I got you the whole way. I just Tryon.
Yeah.
Tryon.
You know where you're at?
No. Chicago. That was a Winnebago partnership.
Yeah.
What?
I just noticed
Revel is
the
a
Revel
Winnebago.
thing.
All the
No
Rebels are
shit.
Winnebago.
I just as we were
That's why
turning
they're
to
so
look at the top
nice.
corner, it said
that was
Winnebago. I was like,
Oh my
what?
god. We need to rent one and do a review on them.
Ah, yes.
Is this?
Is that? Sorry.
Mackeever.
She's rude.
Oh, that's where we shot Lawrence's Lotus.
Yeah.
That would. No.
Then we
I
shot
feel
the
like is the
wagon.
gas station. Oh my god, to shoot in there.
Right.
Yes, please.
We have a friend that's
Punch it.
No.
Punch it.
Jump in.
Oh. You could have died.
All right, so you've clocked half a country in this truck.
Yep.
What do you think about it over a lot of the other trucks you've been in through work and
Oh God.
other
It's
stuff?
much nicer than all the other trucks I've been in. I don't know. It's. I think because like we're in the city now, I don't care as much to drive it anymore because it feels ginormous.
Yeah.
But when we used to borrow Raptors and drive them, I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I loved driving
the
them.
shit out of every Raptor.
And then this one, I'm just like, nah, you can drive, it's fine. But once we get like out west, I mean, once we get out on open roads,
and
it's
bigger
fine. Yeah, it's
roads.
just a little nerve-wracking in the city.
I will
Because-
say, even like to touch back on like what I was saying about like the different brands I've driven. Like even when we were at the auto show, and I drove the Dodge, it was a gorgeous truck, gorgeous color,
awesome.
amazing truck, like top of the line. It just I've sat in a brand new Super Duty,
Yeah.
and the interior, like, it was just so much nicer. And I didn't drive it far enough, obviously, to get on that and like pick it up and see like, okay, this one doesn't do this or that, but
it's like E-Class versus S-Class. They're both nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
S-Class is just nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
have you ever done like a cross country in this where you've had to change the oil or do like any roadside maintenance, like stuff like that?
The
We
one
should have.
time did we not do an oil change out
Not
west?
on the road. I don't think we did.
Because that's the one thing
We
I
did
always
one
look
right
at with like
before.
cross country.
We
Like,
did
do I
one
have to do an
right
oil
after.
change while I'm out
That's
there?
true.
We did an
Ooh.
oil change in the wagon.
So yeah, because this one
halfway.
was shorter. And this one was only like
It was like a
4 or 5,000 miles.
Yeah, it
so I was like, I'm fine with that.
miles.
Yeah.
But with the
With my car,
740
with the
was-
740, we did one in Montana
yeah.
because it was
a
at
lot
like
further.
4,000 miles.
Yeah, I learned my lesson on
But-
the AMG to do oil changes very regularly because I dropped an engine on that one. And this one's good, but
Man.
Yeah, I'm not much of a mechanic, but the one
He's
thing I
not
do know
doing
how to
it
do is change oil. And
Yeah.
Audi is like, when that thing dings, like,
yep,
time to do oil.
yeah.
Yeah.
And some people in the forums are like, oh yeah, I do it every 5,000. I'm like, nah, I still do 3.5.
Who were we
Like,
talking to
3 to
the other
5.
day that was like, Christina, my stepmom was like, she was like, I get my oil changed in my Jeep twice a year, every 6 months. And
Dear
she
God.
drives like 500 miles a
Well,
year.
they say that.
She
and
drives
it's
nothing.
just like, oh,
Yeah.
I know, like that's what
Yeah.
you're supposed to do.
Right.
And it's just like, oh my God, I can't believe somebody actually
Okay. I
does
thought you were
this.
talking bad. I was like, no, like that's
No,
normal.
no,
Like,
oh.
Like it's amazing. That Jeep is in incredible condition.
I don't understand people that are like, oh, the dealership says I can go 12,000 miles. I'm like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
even some people,
That's what they want you
some
to
of the
do.
guys in the forums
Yeah.
will do like 7,000 miles, and it's like,
Yeah,
Well, see, it's like this has a lifetime transmission fluid. and
Yeah,
it's,
so
no,
does the XC.
it doesn't.
The XC
Have
makes it
you-
done.
But if it's acting up, you don't want to replace it. So it's like,
yeah, but the less maintenance you do, the more you have to buy back from them.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
as far as maintenance, like with the lifetime, this and that, whatever you got, what have you had to replace or do on this truck?
Besides regular maintenance and like tires. When I get tires, it sucks. I've only had to do it once.
Tires are the arch nemesis of every car guy.
Tires and batteries. Batteries suck.
Batteries suck too. I
put
just
three-
put
I've
a battery in this
three
last
batteries in the Ranger.
week.
I put so many in
past
my
2
cars.
years.
I put a brand
How
new
many miles you
battery in
put on
this because it just died on me.
27 feet. Nice.
What's 27 feet?
I said I put 3 batteries in the Ranger in the past like 2 years, and he said, "How many miles have you put on?" I said, 27 feet.
Less than one.
I turned it around and emptied the water out of the bed that was building up.
The redneck swimming pool?
Redneck Yacht Club.
Little hot tub on wheels.
I did cam phasers because that's a big thing that this engine has, especially in the Raptors, that the cam phasers start making a lot of noise. So I did that under warranty. It was bad.
You hear it in Raptors and Expeditions around Valentine. That starts
Really?
feature. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
You'll be at the light, and as soon as it turns green, you just
Yeah,
Yeah.
start, stop, yeah.
yeah, start stop is
Yeah, rear diff has been maintenance real well. I need to do the front diff and the transfer case. Like I said earlier, I need to tune it so I can get a better transmission, shifting points and all that, so it's smoother.
You haven't had any issues though that aren't expected.
No, other than that, I mean, for 112,000 miles and how much I ask of it, it's actually not that bad.
that dude was
I will say-
that dude's grittying down the sidewalk.
He was.
He's grittying the whole block.
He's what?
He's grittying. He's still going. He's still going. I'd love to know the song that he's
Oh,
listening to.
dancing.
The gritty, the little.
Okay, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
I
I
had a
will
question.
say
Ask
these
Go
these
ahead, Mark.
seats are comfortable until you're in them for 4+ hours at one time, and then they're
Yeah, it's the
not.
same
Any
cushion
seat.
for 112,000 miles. I can
It's
only
any
imagine
seat, though.
new seats.
It's AC.
No, he said
No,
it's
any seat.
Oh,
I mean,
I guess,
if you
yeah.
sit down on anything
Unless
for
you're
too
in a
long,
Maybach.
Yeah, but there's
Or Cullinan.
going back to like Silverados, the seats that my
Yeah.
cousin had in his truck. It's just like they're not bad. They're nice seats, but there's nothing extravagant about it in any of the ones I've
Yeah.
sat in. Not
Yeah.
like the shoulders and the hips of these things. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I shot Preston's Charger back here.
Yeah.
The first car I shot was Dennis's RS7.
Yeah.
That was low. So coming through some of these spots, like, yeah, you're good if you want to do it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I shot the S4 back here. I'm trying to think of what motorcycle I shot back here.
So we don't even have to go in there.
It's
We
a
can
little
just
bit
park it
different
right
now.
here now.
Yeah, they got a pile of stumps and like dirt and everything.
They've cleaned it up a little.
There
It
used to
looks
be a
flat.
And just
stack
like
of
hard park it like this and
yeah.
right here.
There used to be a stack of timbers here. This little lot back there, though, is kids for shooting. Now they've got the fence tore down. They've done a lot back here.
It says no trespassing that way.
Brian finished the drink, though.
I did. I liked it.
It was
my little Lightning McQueen.
It was a good prank.
No, that was the best. I liked it.
It was a good shoot, though.
Yeah.
So, what are we going to film next?
What's next? I don't know.